Hey guys, welcome to Winning Trades, where we bring you the very best trading strategies for boom and crash indices on the derivative trading platform. In today's video, I'll be showing you a particular strategy I use for catching multiple spikes on boom and crash indices. But before we go into the strategy, let's take a quick look at the following successful multiple spike trades on the different boom and crash indices. This should convince you that the strategy we are about to teach you works if you follow the rules we give to you. Welcome back, guys. I hope that short presentation was enough proof that you should take this video seriously. At Winning Trades, we only teach what works. This secret strategy I'm about to teach you will bring you huge profits like you have never imagined was possible. If you haven't made money before in your trading career, you will start making money after you watch this video to the very end. Please do make sure you watch to the end so you can get the rules for the strategy and especially the settings. The strategy I'm about to teach you is called the mirror strategy for catching multiple spikes on boom and crash indices. This strategy is a 5 minutes time frame strategy. I said this strategy is a 5 minutes time frame strategy. So always ensure your chart is on 5 minutes. The primary tools you will use for this strategy is the arrow tool, okay? Also, you're going to need the Fibonacci tool, all right? So we need the arrow tool for measurement purposes, and we need the Fibonacci tool to ensure that we make maximum profit from the trade. With that said, let's start with Boom 300, guys. Okay, guys, so let's move over to Boom 300. We are now at Boom 300, okay? Remember, this strategy is for the 5 minutes time frame, so we go to the 5 minutes. Now I'll scroll backwards to show you 1, or 2 or 3 examples of how this strategy works. All right, so let's move backwards. Let's see, where does this strategy work? This is Boom 300, so we're basically looking for buys because we're looking for spikes, right? So okay, here we can see this is a perfect example for this illustration. Now we can see what happened here. First of all, price started buying and then retraced. Okay, we pick up our arrow tool like I discussed earlier. Pick up the arrow tool, you measure this retracement. When you measure this retracement, you hold it and you wait. When price begins to retrace, what do? You just pick up this arrow like this and move it. That's why it's called the mirror strategy, guys. This is the mirror strategy for catching multiple spikes, right? So you just move it from here and then place it here and wait. Place it down and wait. Once price begins to approach the arrowhead, okay, once price begins to approach the arrowhead, you put in your entry and then wait for price to spike. Once price spikes, then that's you're in profit. What you simply do is you move your stop loss to entry at break even. Okay, now to measure how far price is going to go, you take that out, you go back to your arrow, you bring it out, and then when price retraced to this point, price went as far as this, you pick up your arrow, you see how price went this far. Okay, so you simply take this one out. Now you simply take this measurement, click on this, take this measurement and put it here from where price started from. This gives you an idea of how far price will go. Okay, so you can hold this straight from the beginning of this entry up to that point. Now you can close comfortably at this point and walk away. But why we use the Fibonacci tool is because when you go to the Fibonacci tool, pick up a Fibonacci tool here, you click here, and then you will see how far this trade will likely go. So you can see that with the help of the Fibonacci tool, you will even make more money. This trade went on to hit the first Fibonacci extension at 161.8 level, okay, and even went further up. All right, so this will be a perfect trade. You can see how far you would have gotten with this trade. You would have made so much money, guys. This shows you that this strategy is working, guys. This strategy is fire. All right, now let's move backwards and let me show you how you can use this mirror strategy to catch multiple spikes, guys. All right, we are moving backwards. Let's go backwards. Let's see. All right, so at this point, what do you see? Look at this. Bring out your arrow. All right, you measure this. Okay, when you measure, what do? Price retraces. As price begins to retrace, you just put your arrow here and wait. Okay, look at what happened. Once you see that price has gotten close to the arrowhead, what do? You place your buy entry, and what happens? You get the buy move all the way up there. You want to know how far the trade will go, you take out this arrow, okay, put up another arrow, bring up another arrow, measure how far this trade went, okay, then you put it up here. Sorry about that. Put it up here, and what happens? The trade is not got as far as you wanted it to go, but you would have still been in profit in this trade and you would have made money. Okay, all right, so let's look for another example. This strategy is fire, guys, right? So you can see that this strategy works. Let's look for another perfect example for you guys for Boom 300. All right, let's go. We're looking for a buy. I think there is a perfect buy around here. All right, look for a buy. Look at this. Okay, look at this. What do you see? You bring out your arrow, take this, look at that distance. Okay, You wait for price to come back, you place it here. Once price begins to come back, you place it there. What happens? As soon as price gets to the arrowhead, what happens? You enter the trade and boom, look at all the money you're going to make, right? Look at all the money. Okay, you bring out your Fibonacci tool. All right, you place your Fibonacci tool here. Place your Fibonacci tool here, and what do you get? See, price moves all the way to second fib extension level. Look at that. You would have made so much money, guys. All right, so this is how this strategy works. So this is for Boom 300. Okay, let's move over to Boom 500. Okay, this is Boom 500. Remember, this is the mirror strategy for catching multiple spikes, guys. So let's go backwards and look for a perfect illustration for this strategy. All right, so we move backwards. Let's see whether we can find a perfect place for this strategy. This is a buy, but it doesn't perfectly describe this strategy. All right, okay, this is a buy move. All right, look at this, look at this, look at this, guys, look at this. This is perfect. Okay, now as soon as you see this, look at price has gone up and then has retraced. On this first retracement, what you simply do is go to your tools, bring out the arrow tool, measure this first retracement, how far it's gone. Then you notice that price has gone up. After that, you wait for price. When price begins to retrace, you just simply put your arrow here. Okay, put your arrow here and wait. Okay, you measure it, you see this is the correct dimension, you measure it, bring it back and wait. Once price gets close to the arrowhead, you enter. Once you enter the trade, okay, you wait. Once price moves away from your entry, okay, you would have already put your stop loss underneath. You bring your stop loss to break even to your entry, and then you hold the trade. Now you want to know how far will this trade go. Okay, you go back, pick up your arrow tool. All right, when this market made a retracement, how far did it now go again? Okay, so you measure how far did this trade go, see how far the trade went. You pick this arrow, that is the mirror strategy, guys. This is the mirror strategy we're talking about. You pick it up and you measure from entry here. You see how far this trade will go. All right, market has not gone there, but you know how far it will go. All right, so you hold the position and wait. As at this point now, you know that you're going to hold this trade for multiple spikes. This is how we catch multiple spikes. You hold your position there for price to get to the end of that arrow. Okay, that's how you hold and get multiple spikes, guys. Okay, now when it gets to this arrow, you can see price still continue going up. That means if you close at this point, you're leaving some profit on the table. Now that is why I said we use the Fibonacci tool. What is the place of the Fibonacci tool? To give us maximum profit, guys. Now I close this, I bring out my Fibonacci tool, right? I pick it up from here, and then what do you see? Look at that. Look at. So I put this up. Instead of using the arrow, what do? I hold this and then wait for price to get to this second fib extension at 261.8. Okay, remember the arrow was only able to give us profit to the first fib. Look at that. So it's only able to give us the profit to the first fib. Have you seen that? But with this Fibonacci tool, what do we get? We can take maximum profit home, guys. Maximum profit. This is what this strategy does, man. You leave no profit on the table, you take it maximally, right? So this strategy is on fire. This strategy works like crazy. So you guys should take this strategy seriously and watch this video to the very end to get the rules, how to place your stop loss and all that. Okay, now to get even more profit, guys, you zoom out the boom, you zoom this guy out. All right, you zoom out, and what do you see? Look at this. When you zoom out, what do you see? Okay, for even more profit. So what do you simply do? Okay, look at this. You bring out your arrow tool, bring it out. Now measure this guy. When you measure, what do you get? Look at the measurement. You measure. Okay, when you measure this, that's what happened when price had moved up. you come here, you measure. Okay, once price is almost getting to the arrow, what do? You enter, and then look at all the profit you will make. Look at all the profit you make. You come again, you take your arrow tool, you measure, you wait for price to begin to retrace. When price begins to retrace, you just put your arrow here. Once the thing gets almost to the arrowhead, what do? You take your entry again. When you take your entry, look at all the move again. If you want to even get more profit, you bring your Fibonacci tool, you measure this from here. Okay, you see that, you see how far price went. You take your profit at the second fib, okay, and move out. So much money, guys. Huge profit, maximum profit. Okay, you take out your fib again at this level and you measure this, and what happens? Look at that. Okay, you hold this. At least at the 161.8 level, you get a lot of profits. All right, and if you want more profits and you want to stay longer in the trade, just zoom out completely and see, look out for this strategy. All right, and then follow it as described, and you'll make even more money. All right, so let's see if we'll see another entry, or because of time, let's just move over to Boom 1000. Right, let's move over to Boom 1000. Okay, this is Boom 1000. So guys, I'm trying to make sure I'm not taking too long in this video so that it wouldn't be too long. All right, so let's increase to the normal zoom size. All right, okay, so remember it's 5 minutes chart. Let's move backwards to see how our strategy plays out. Okay, let's move backwards. Now, is there any buy move, any strong buy move? Okay, let's see. All right, now if you look at this is 5 minutes. Now look at this, you bring out your arrow tool. When it moves, it retraces. Look at, as small as this move is, it's still playing out, guys. What happened? Once it moved this way, what happened? Price spike. So what you just do, once it gets up there and begins to do that, you simply pick up this guy and then put it here. When it comes down to this arrow level, what do? Arrowhead, you take your buy. Okay, when you take your buy, you pick up your arrow tool again, you measure how far did this trade go, you take it up. Okay, this is how far the trade. When you pick it up, you see, you hold your trade up to that point. All right, if you want even more profit, you close this guy up, bring out your Fibonacci tool. Okay, and then you pick this up, and what do you see? You see the first fib, you see the second fib. Okay, you hold it. Probably this spike would have gone beyond that before you even think of closing, right? So this strategy works perfectly. Now let's look for another entry. Let's look for another entry, right? Look for another example. Okay, look for another example and see how it works. Look for another perfect example that can illustrate this very well for you guys to understand that this thing works, guys. This strategy works like fire. Okay, let's see a perfect example. We need a perfect example. Now look at this. Even at this point, you pick this up, look at this retracement, then it spiked. If you measure it, you still see that it's the same thing here. Mirror strategy, guys. Mirror strategy. You should shout wherever you are, shout mirror strategy, guys. This thing works perfectly. Look at this, the same length of retracement. Look at this. This is what we call the mirror strategy. Okay, so after this one happen, what do you do? You just wait, place your stuff here. Once it gets to the arrowhead, you enter. All right, now you leave that there, pick up your arrowhead again, you measure how far did this trade go, right? You bring it up. Mirror strategy, guys, both entries and taking profit. You bring this up, what do you get? At least, look at this, from this point, what do you get? At least 3/4 of this. Okay, 3/4 of that. So you take your profit and you're off. Works perfectly. All right, Now you can also bring out your Fibonacci tool to check for even more profit. Bring it out. What do you get? Look at that. Look at that. Perfect. As soon as it almost hits that 261.8, you take out your profit and you're gone. Okay. Now let's check if we'll see a perfect example. We'll see a perfect example. Is there a perfect example? Okay. All right. Okay, let's see any perfect example. Even at this point, look at this. Okay, you pick up your tool, you place this, measure this. What happens? You wait when price goes up and it's trying to, you put it down here. What happens? You see the spike there. 100% guys, no loss. 100% no loss. You bring out your fib, you push it up, you see good profit, perfect entries, good profit guys. This mirror strategy works like fire. All right, works like fire. Let's see if we can find another example. Let's see if we can find another example. Let's see if we can see another buy. Okay, this looks like a perfect example. Now look at this example here. Now you pick up your arrow. What do you get after the retracement? You put this here. Okay, when the price retraces again, what do? You simply put your arrow here. Once it gets to the arrowhead, you buy. That's it. You want to measure profit, you take your arrow here, measure how far did this price go. Okay, at least 50% of that, you take out your profit. Okay, and you're out. All right, so let's go to crash guys. We are done with the buys. Let's go to the sells. All right, and see if this strategy works perfectly for it. Okay, let's go to crash 300. This crash 300. Remember, we are done with looking for buys. Now in crash we look for sells, right? So without wasting much time, let's look for the examples. I don't want to waste time any longer. Now you can see this is so obvious. What do you do when price has already sold and is now retraced? What do you? Bring out your arrow tool, you measure. Okay, when you measure, you wait. When price spikes downwards, begins to go up, you just place your arrow tool and wait. Once it gets to the arrowhead, what do? You place your entry, put your stop loss above it, and then you hold it. Once price spikes reasonably downwards, okay, you put your bring your stop loss to break even, and then you hold. Okay, you want to know how far price will go, you bring out your arrow tool again. All right, you measure all the way down here before the retracement, you bring it out. Remember, this is the mirror guys, this is the mirror strategy. So you bring it down from the where the retracement stops, you put it there to know how far this price is likely going to go. All right, so you put it there like that. All right, you know that at least price will get to this arrowhead here. All right, so if you want to get even more money, what do? You take this guy out, then bring out your Fibonacci tool. Okay, you pick it up from here, all right. When you pick it up from there, you see very clearly you make all this money from here all the way down to this part, to the second fib extension. Guys, this strategy is on fire. Somebody should shout, this strategy is on fire, man. Guys, this is the strategy to make your 2022 a mega year, man. All right, this strategy will make you serious money. Just look at this excess money. It doesn't just work for boom, it works for crash. This is perfect, guys. So guys, watch this video to the very end, get all you need to get, and then go into your derive and kill it, man. Kill it. When I mean kill it. All right, so let's look for another example. Okay, look for another example. Let's look for a sell, good sell entry. Look for another example. Look at, all right, look at this sell. This is a good sell, looks like a good example. Okay, look at this. You bring out your arrow tool, what do? Look at this, you place it here. That was the retracement. You just pick it up that way, put it here exactly. Look at exactly. Once it gets there, you enter. You think spikes, you bring your you bring your stop loss to break even. Okay, if you want to know how far the trade will go, you simply bring out your another arrow. You measure how far did this trade go. You measure it, and what do you get? You bring this guy out. Look at this is how far the trade went. Profit all the way. You close. You want to get even more profit, maximum profit. Remember, you bring out your Fibonacci tool, bring it out, and what do you get? You put it here. Okay, take that out. So you want to know how much profit you make. You go to your fib, bring out your fib, and then you measure the retracement. Okay, you measure, and just look at that. Look at how beautiful this is. Look at, you hold and you make profit all the way to the second fib extension, guys. Look at this, money all the way down. Guys, this is the strategy for 2022, guys. If you believe this, you're gonna make lots of money. Okay, now let's look if we can see another example. Let's check for another example. All right, check for another example. A good sell. We're looking for a good sell. For another example. Okay, I think this is a sell here. This is a good sell here. Okay, now look at this. You bring out your arrow. Okay, measure this retracement. What do you get there? Okay, you bring it down. Remember, mirror strategy, guys. You mirror it down here. Wait, price retrace. You enter. When you enter, you put your stop loss. The thing spikes downwards. You bring your stop loss to break even. You hold it. You want to know how far the trade will go. You pick up your arrow again. You measure, right, from the retracement. You bring it down. Measure from here. You see, price did this. Okay, you can see what happened. You want to make maximum profit. You bring out your Fibonacci tool. All right, you place this, measure this. What do you get? Look at that. Look at that, man. Guys, this is profit all the way. Guys, I think I can even stop here. All right, you get the point. This is how this strategy works, guys. You go to crash 500, is going to be the same thing. Let's go to crash 500. Go to crash 500 is the same thing. All right, let's go to crash 500. Got crash 500 here. This is it. This looks like a good example. Okay, this is crash 500. You pick up your arrow tool. You measure this retracement by here. Okay, all right, you bring it, and what do you get here? It's almost there. You sell it and you make money. You sell it and you make money. You sell it and you make money, right? If you had even picked it from this top, if you had even picked it here, as soon as this trade, as soon as you went close to your arrow, you enter, you put your stop loss. All right, you would have made so much money. You close this, you pick up your Fibonacci tool. Okay, draw this upwards, and what do you get? Look at money all the way. Guys, this strategy works like fire. This strategy works like fire. Okay, now let's go backwards. Let's see if we'll see another strategy so that we don't take so much time. Okay, now look at this. This is another strategy. This is the same. This is another sell, right? Pick this up, measure. Okay, you measure this retracement here. You measure this, almost the same thing. You're selling. Okay, you want to know how far the trade will go. You just pick up your Fibonacci tool. Okay, do this. Okay, you see profit. Okay, that one is successful. You bring out another Fibonacci tool again. You check this out. Look at this, profit all the way, guys. This strategy works. I don't know how else to say it. Now you go to crash 1000. I don't want to waste too much time any longer. Go to crash 1000. All right, go to crash 1000. Let's go backwards. Let's look for how this, guys, this is the mirror strategy for catching multiple spikes on boom and crash indices. This is 100%. You can see it works like fire. All right, now we come back here. You look at this cell here. All right, you pick this, you measure. By the time you measure, what do you get? You measure this retracement. You come down here, you measure the exact same thing, you sell. Okay, you take this out, you want to know how far it's gone. You can use the arrow tool. Use the arrow tool here. You come down all the way. Look at that. You pick it up and you take it there. You look at it come down all the way. Okay, so that's your profit. You want to confirm, you bring out your Fibonacci tool, you draw it upwards. Draw it upwards. Then look at it. Second Fibonacci tool, second Fibonacci extension. Guys, this strategy works like fire. I don't know what else to say, guys. This is fire. This strategy works like fire, guys. Okay, you go to, if you want to check for even more profit, you want to stay in the trade for longer, what do? You zoom in. You zoom in. When you zoom in, what do you see? When you zoom in, what do you see? Look at this. You bring out you measure this. When you measure, what do you get there? You bring it down. Once price begins to retrace again, you put your arrow here. Once it gets to the arrowhead, you enter and look at all the money you make. All this will belong to you guys, all this profit. All right, you want to know how far the trade will go, you just bring out your arrow again, measure from here to here. Okay, you look at that. Have you seen? Look at, you almost made everything. Okay, you want to be sure, you bring out your Fibonacci extension. Look at that. At least first Fib extension, you're done. Good money, guys. This strategy works like fire. This strategy works like fire. All right, so now let's go to the rules. Let's go to the rules. All right, so what are the rules for this strategy? Okay, we need rules. For anything to be successful, there has to be rules. There has to be discipline. All right, so now the rules are: 1, ensure that the current market trend, right, is a buy for boom or a sell for crash. That is looking at the 5 minutes time frame. If you're buying, make sure that the current market trend on the 5 minutes is a buy, or if even better, that the major market trend is a buy. Okay, that's when you need to enter a boom trade. Then also look at the same thing for crash. Make sure that the current market trend is a sell. All right, at least, even if it's not selling every other, if it's not selling majorly, at least let it be selling on crash. Let it be selling on the 5 minutes time frame. Okay, now number 2 is that you have to be patient. Okay, be patient for price to retrace completely first. Right, remember, let's look at that. Make sure that price retraces completely first and shows you that it wants to begin to sell, it wants to begin to buy again in the current market trend direction before you begin to think of bringing out your arrow tool. Okay, now the third rule is that you only take out your arrow tool when price has completed its retracement and has continued in the trend direction. Okay, you don't take out when you're not sure that price has completed its retracement. You only take out your arrow to begin your measurement when you know price has completed its retracement. Number 4, okay, number 4, to enter a trade with an SL, the stop loss for entry is 15 to 20 ticks. 15 to 20 ticks, depending on if you are buying boom or selling crash. All right, 15 or 20 ticks, depending on if you're buying boom or selling crash. Number 5, okay, number 5 is that once price has moved reasonably above your entry, okay, move your stop loss to break even. Move your stop loss to break even so that you can run risk free. Okay. Then number 6 is that you can throw your stop loss or simply use the Fibonacci tool to ensure you go home with maximum profit. All right. What's the essence of trading if you're not going home with maximum profit, guys? All right. So this strategy, use the Fibonacci tool, okay, to ensure you get maximum profit, or you can throw your stop loss. All right. As price is moving up, you trail it, okay, so that you make maximum profit. Okay. Then the very last and the final rule is number 7, which is the fact that this strategy is strictly for the 5 minutes time frame. Don't forget, this strategy is strictly for the 5 minutes time frame, guys. Strictly for the 5 minutes. Don't trade it on any other time frame. Just follow it on the 5 minutes. Remember, this is a scalping strategy, so it's strictly on the 5 minutes. All right. So I hope you guys would take the time, go to your demo account, begin to practice this for 1 week, 2 weeks, and then see how it works for you. Okay, see if it works, practice it first week, practice it second week, begin to see how the thing plays out so that you know how to implement it in your live account. Okay, all right. So remember, practice, 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 guys. Then go to your live trade and begin to kill the riff, guys. Kill, boom, and crash. All right. Now, if this video has been helpful to you, okay, please show your support by hitting the thumbs up button, subscribing to our channel, and turning on the notification bell so that you can keep up to date with new content releases. All right. Also, leave your comments and questions in the comment section below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Cheers.